What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going to the dugout and bar rescue. Today we're watching Struck Out at the Dugout, Bar Rescue Season 5, Episode 15.
What underwear do you have? I don't need to know.
I want to thank Comment Leaver here. They always suggest such great episodes for me to watch. This is one of them. I just really appreciate it, so I wanted to shout them out. It always makes it a little more fun when someone suggested me to watch this episode. But the description for this episode says, when the original owners of the dugout near Wrigley's Field fell behind on their rent, the landlord took over and became one of the most obstinate bar owners John has ever met. Yeah, whew, this guy's a real fucking dildo. If you looked up dildo in the dictionary, it'd probably be a picture of Smilin Ed.
That's why you're failing. Point taken.
We've seen a lot of stubborn guys on this show, but this guy really takes the cake.
It's not my life stream to own or run a bar. I can think of 100 things I'd rather do than run this bar.
That's the big problem too. This episode is like they're trying to help this bar and help the bartenders, but Ed doesn't even give a fuck and doesn't even want to be there, so it's hard to really even do anything. We learn once the season ends for baseball, the bar's pretty much dead and they really get no business at all. And then because of that, they all end up fighting each other. I guess they're just bored, so they got nothing else to do, so they just talk shit and fucking bark at each other all day.
Shut the up!
And then whenever anybody needs Ed, he's nowhere to be found.
Every time we need him, he's nowhere to be found.
And in his interview, he just belittles the bartenders and says that he's extremely busy doing this and that and this and that.
Do this, do that, do this, do this, do this, do that, and all you gotta do, shh, I'm a bartender.
Yeah, that Ed, he's a real busy fucker. He can't help you bartenders, I'm sorry. Maybe, you know, look up a YouTube video or two and learn how to bartend yourself. Oh, so this part is amazing. Ed had a great idea. To draw in more customers, let's create a signature shot. And he calls it the hot pussy.
Hot pussy.
The hot pussy shot. Who wouldn't want a hot pussy shot, you know? God, that is incredible. When I heard that come out of that man's mouth,
Hot pussy.
I want to try a hot pussy. Mom, where's my hot pussy? So they're $30,000 in debt on their corporate credit card, and they're losing $5,000 a month. I'm thinking maybe these guys need John Taffer's help.
Welcome to Wrigleyville, guys.
So we got Phil Willis here for the mixology, and Ryan Scott here as our chef, which these guys, they do most of the work this episode. They kind of like, they're training everybody, and then John Taffer runs in and starts yelling like, hey, fucking listen to them! And then he fucks off back to the van. But, I gotta give these guys credit. They do a lot of the work here. So in the car, John and the crew are watching a clip of Ed and bartender Emily argue. It's just so awkward seeing them argue, and he just keeps like being like, well, you're 22 years old, so meh. And like, she's just saying things back that he's doing wrong. It's just so awkward.
Well, that's a pleasant way to start the evening now, isn't it?
You could just tell right off the bat that Ed doesn't respect them, and they're just over all of Ed's bullshit, you know? They also discuss the inside of the bar and how it looks more like a dirty basement than a sports bar. And there's like wires everywhere, the stools have like bites out of them or something. There's bugs everywhere, flies on the roof, it's gross. And Ed's like, it's fine, a little dirt here or there. This place is cleaned every night, I promise.
Cleaned every day.
So for recon this episode, we got Gordon and his son coming to the dugout. He's a sports writer for the Chicago Sun, so he knows all about bars.
What is that?
And while inside, Gordon, he catches out of the corner of his eye some hot pussy, and he has to ask about it.
You wouldn't be talking about the hot pussy, would you?
That could be my all-time favorite clip from Bar Rescue ever. Like, that's gotta be on a t-shirt or something. I love that.
You wouldn't be talking about the hot pussy, would you?
I want that clip played at my funeral with a bunch of hot pussy shots for everybody else. So, somebody has to do that when I die.
Hot pussy shot.
Gordon's son ends up ordering some mac and cheese bites, and when we see them go into the fryer, the chef he's touching everything with his bare hands. It's just real gross back there.
Touching raw product. Yeah. With his bare hands.
And then when he puts the stuff in, all the oil's just smoking out from all the previously cooked food in there.
That's the food from the bottom of the fryer burning and coming up.
So now Ed's making a hot dog for Gordon, and he touches every single bit of that hot dog like he's your grandma making you a hot dog for lunch. He's just fucking touching everything, doing this, that, the other thing. It's gross back there.
That whole thing is spoiled now, John.
Oh, man.
I love you, Granny, but come on, you don't gotta suck on your fingers when you make me a hot dog. Which, to be honest, he wasn't sucking his fingers, but he was being pretty gross back there. So now John says Phil and Ryan inside to go get a drink and stop Ed from cooking in the kitchen, because he's a menace, and he needs to be stopped. When Ryan gets in the kitchen, he goes off on Ed.
You have disgusting grease that you're cooking food in.
And he basically just asks Ed, like, do you give a fuck? And Ed straight up just is like, yeah, not really. He admits that he doesn't give one fuck about the place.
I mean, are you pretty much just like, don't give a level is like right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't know why it's never a point in this episode for him just to sell the place, for them to find a new owner or something like that. Unless I was ordering my hot pussy and I missed that part. I don't think they ever mentioned, it was never been a question just to sell this place, which I guess is probably harder than it looks, but.
And then eventually this place is gonna catch on fire.
Phil notices that you could order a fishbowl, so he ends up getting a Long Island fishbowl. You could fill these fish bowls with whatever you want, and that's what he chooses.
Looks like a bowl of piss.
We also learn here how much training the bartenders have gotten.
So what kind of training do you guys have? Let me show you the chicken finger.
So absolutely none. None at all. So Ed's being a stubborn little cock here. There's no recipes for the bars, so the girls have to kind of wing it or go off of memory for all the drinks, so every single one of them is pretty much different. And when it's brought up to Ed, he just kind of writes everything off and basically blames it on the bartenders and is like, oh, it's so hard to make a drink? What the fuck?
You guys all work together and you can't make a same drink standing side by side.
But so because of his dickery, John Taffer has to step in now.
Let's see if he talks to me.
Oh, you know it's scary when John Taffer comes to talk to you.
How about the fact that he's in the kitchen cooking food, never washing his hands?
But so John and his crew show off all the problems, like the flies on the roof and the gross habits in the kitchen. So now everybody there is just kind of grossed out. He's asking them if they would ever come back here, if they want to eat this food, and they're all like, no, I'm out of here. This is gross.
I ain't coming back. You want to drink that right now? I'm done with it.
I don't know why it took him that long to notice the flies on the ceiling. Like, all that stuff was very apparent. John Taffer walks in and everyone in there is like, whoa, this place is a fucking shithole.
Throw out the food in that kitchen, shut it down.
So now that they've thrown out all the food that John Taffer considered bad, Ed starts digging in the trash like a little goblin, because according to him, this food is absolutely fine.
What, did he graduate Ronald McDonald's cooking school or something?
Later on, too, they ask him about it, and he's like, oh, I'm keeping it in the fridge. I'm gonna bring it home. I don't know why you guys threw out all that food. It's absolutely fine. So he's, like, kind of a freak. We gather the next day for a team meeting, and immediately Ed blames the bartenders for not cleaning up, and that's the cause of all the flies, according to him. He's like, one night you just don't clean up, and all of a sudden there's flies stuck to your ceiling, and it's fucking Emily's fault over there.
Whose fault is that? Bartenders for not doing it?
We also meet Ed's nephew, Mike. He's barely in the episode. He helps him clean the kitchen, and he takes a bite of a hot dog, and that's pretty much it. But, you know, Mike's there. Cool.
He did not explain what I was getting into.
I guess it probably also doesn't help that Mike didn't know what the fuck was going on. Maybe he dipped out right away, but I don't know. So this is the first time Emily tells John that she thinks that the minute he leaves, everything's gonna go back to normal.
The minute you leave, everything's gonna go back to the way it was. We'll just have a new bar.
Later on, she says it again.
Every person in this building, including your employees, are an inconvenience to you.
John Taffer says he doesn't commit to remodeling the bar. He's only committing to the night, like doing their stress test, which is kind of fucked up. Like, that's crazy. I get this guy's an asshole and shit like that, but that would scare the shit out of me right there. At least for me, that would snap me into like, okay, this has got a red alert. Let's make tonight work. Ed, that's another story.
What's the problem? Smilin' Ed.
But he tells them that, you know, we'll see how tonight goes, and then we'll talk from there.
You, my friend, come off like an ass.
And then Phil comes up with my fantasy date scenario.
What if I took you out on a date and I brought you here and I said, let's have one of these?
Yeah, why not a double date and let's all get some hot pussy? Sounds good to me. But so now Phil trashes the hot pussy. Now no more hot pussy for anybody. Thanks, Phil. So Phil was teaching everybody how to make a whiskey ginger, and he even makes Ed come over and do one himself. And surprisingly, Ed actually learned something.
I've learned a lot. It's amazing how much thought can go into pouring 3 ingredients into a glass.
You know, as much of a dickhead he is, he makes me laugh a lot. So it took some time for us to get to the cooking part with Ryan, because they went to start that and the kitchen wasn't clean because Ed just didn't clean it.
You have to clean it up.
So now we had to wait for him to actually clean the kitchen. But now Ryan can teach him how to cook hot dogs.
We're gonna serve a Chicago dog the right way.
For fuck's sake, this guy fucks up making hot dogs. And not like he burns them or anything like that. Just by the end of the night, he's giving them to the wrong people and shit. Like, he's just a fucking idiot.
And if you actually smile, that would be amazing.
But also, this episode made me really want some hot dogs.
I don't think I've ever been a very good back kitchen guy.
So Ed is talking, and then he starts calling himself like the Michael Jordan of the kitchen or their restaurant. It's so weird.
That's like pulling Michael Jordan out of the 4th quarter to have him serve Gatorade to his teammates on the bench.
But so he thinks he's Michael Jordan?
I am absolutely Michael Jordan. I'm the glue that holds the book together.
It's taste test time for those hot dogs. Ed takes a bite of his.
My mom would feed it to me as a kid. Wasn't impressed with it back then. Not a fan.
So Ed's not a fan of the hot dogs. God, he's such a cock. All right, it's stress test time, and if Ed doesn't smile, John's gonna pull the plug and leave the bar. He will not be remodeling it.
The minute one guest walks in this bar and you don't smile, I will shut this down.
Okay, so Phil, I got a question. If I got 2 dudes here and I gotta jerk them both off, what technique do you think I should do?
Use both hands. You have all those bottles, you have all those hands, all right?
Ah, thanks, Phil. I will. Okay, thanks.
Do you think that this is a joke?
So at this point, they have 18 hot dogs made. No proof of any purchase, no receipt, nothing. So Ed's planning on just making these dogs and just handing them out to people that just said they ordered hot dogs, as if they're gonna be honest.
I don't think they gotta lie about a hot dog.
Even John Taffer's like, what the fuck is this? What's going on here? People are just gonna be like, I ordered a hot dog, thanks, and just fucking take one.
I'm gonna say I ordered it and the wrong guy's gonna get it, right?
It's a good possibility.
And then later on too, I believe he gives someone order like a hot dog and chicken, and that was for a complete other person. Like, Ed just fucks it up.
You look like you ordered a hot dog.
The bartenders are doing great, but unfortunately it's the same old Ed.
Same Ed.
This would embarrass the fuck out of me, which a lot of this I kind of get with Ed's. Like, a lot of these people are very hostile towards him. He does come off like a big pissed dickhead half the time, so it's kind of hard not to. It's just so awkward. But John yells to the bar, asks if anybody's seen Ed smile the entire night, and of course everybody says no.
Have you guys seen Ed smile yet?
Yeah, that I would just feel so awkward, and then that I wouldn't want to smile because everyone's begging me to smile. It'd just be weird. But then at the same time, I feel like just all that, it would cause me to smile in awkwardness.
So nobody has seen Ed smile.
But so John shuts down the bar and says that he's gonna come back Sunday and he'll show you what a real bar looks like.
Very intense guy.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Very intense guy.
Okay, you didn't actually have to. Calm down. You like that editing joke? So Phil has created his new version of the hot pussy, but it's no longer called the hot pussy.
So we're gonna create a nice punch for you guys.
Would sell that, but you never sold the hot pussy.
Hey Ed, how long do you think you could sell hot pussy for?
I could sell hot pussy all day long.
That's gotta be the #2 best clip of all time. But so this is where things get real awkward. I mean, Ed's been a dickhead this whole time, but it's still he's still going along, he's still training with the bartenders and all these other things, but now he admits that it's a real possibility that as soon as John Taffer leaves, he's just gonna yank everything out of here.
It's a very good possibility I might rip out everything that they put in.
Which is the dumbest thing, even if you're gonna do that. Don't fucking admit it, you dummy.
You're probably the most knuckleheaded owner I've ever dealt with.
But so Ed quits and says good luck to the girls, even though he doesn't actually quit. He just kind of temporarily walks away from the show. But he's like, I quit, I'm out of here. Good luck, girls.
And I'm done. Good luck, girls.
And then John has a conversation with Ed, and it's surprisingly sweet and calm.
You don't pick out of the sky.
This part I could not believe. So John decides to stay and finish the job, but he does tell the bartenders. He tells them to wait and see how the place looks and how they feel tomorrow or whenever this is done, and decide then if they're going to quit or stay. But he does recommend that they quit and just get a new job, which I totally get. You don't want to work for Ed. Ed doesn't want you working for him. It's probably better to just cut ties.
And this ass gonna get a new bar.
Remodel time, and Ed's not invited.
I didn't invite him.
The place is now called the Press Box. It's really nothing grand. It's just kind of like they cleaned up the place and gave it some nicer things and you renamed it, at least on the outside.
Aw, that looks good right there.
I like the vines though. The vines are really nice.
I love the vines, man. John, good job with the vines.
Ed should be really happy with this place because he does not deserve it. This is way more than he ever deserved. And then inside the place, it's like a press box kind of thing. Really old timey. It's nice, but nothing special to me. Nothing really stood out. It just looked nice, especially compared to what it used to be.
Field press box.
Ed shows up drunk, and then all the bartenders quit. It's just everything's falling apart.
Run it, take the signs down, change the name, do whatever you want.
Ed's last message to John Taffer is "fuck you," and he claims that John poisoned his staff against him.
He can go himself. And he poisoned my staff against me.
So now we're at the 6 weeks later update. Sales remain unconfirmed. Emily and Scarlett got jobs at local bars. Jess and Delilah returned to the press box, and so has the hot pussy, baby. Yeah, hot pussy's back.
You wouldn't be talking about the hot pussy, would you?
Wow, did you think the hot pussy would be back by the end of this episode? That's crazy. But alright, boys and girls, now it's time for us to look up an actual update and see what this bar is up to today. Probably closed down, but let's see. They did not keep the new name for the bar and reverted to the dugout. Oh wow. They created a new space upstairs that they named the press box. Oh, that's kind of weird. They're like, we'll just take that and we'll throw that to its own room. Ed was very vocal to the press about his experiences on the show, branding it a nightmare. He undid all the changes to the decor, closing the bar for a number of days. In July 2020, a video appeared online. It alleged that they were breaking state and city reopening guidelines. Oh shit. An investigation was launched by the city into some of the allegations. This included branches of opening after 11 p.m. and social distancing. The dugout is open. Reviews are mixed about the bar. There are both praise and complaints about the bartenders and the drinks. Well, that was a weird update. I didn't expect it to be like, oh yeah, they were super spreaders. They were just spreading COVID here, there, everywhere. And it's still open today. That's crazy, actually. That blows my mind, actually, that place is still open. I could go get a hot pussy right now. Fuck, maybe I will. Oh, can you imagine it just fucking cuts to me having a hot pussy? Fucking, that'd be the day. All right, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoyed going to the dugout with me. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
I could sell hot pussy all day long.